Hey!
Hey! Hi, Mr. Smith. How are you?
Welcome back to more Life Lessons with Mr. Miller.
Hit me.
All right, we
Yes.
are going to the movies.
Okay, good. What are we seeing?
What are we seeing?
I don't care what you want to see.
You tell me.
You're the date.
You tell me. What do you want to see?
You know what? Let's go see my favorite movie, King Kong.
King Kong.
King
the
Kong.
Original,
Yeah,
1933?
yeah. Oh, why not? I go 8 for that one. Here we go.
So we pay for our tickets. Are they expensive?
But yeah,
much
yeah.
are our
Oh, I'm
tickets?
going to go about $20 a piece because this.
$20
Well, this
a
is a
piece.
classic. Classics aren't cheap. Look at me.
Do we get popcorn?
Yeah, why not? $20. We better get popcorn.
You get the extra large. It's free refills.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Okay.
We're gonna get the. Are we gonna share or get our own?
Yeah, sure, Malfoy. I'm getting my own. I'm not sharing with anybody, especially the big ape on the screen. What is this?
We got a guy in front of us
Ah,
that starts talking. What do we do?
well, a couple things you do. You could ask him, very politely, just tap him on the shoulder and say, "Shut up," or you could just bop him on the side of the head,
Okay.
or you could just get up and move. I mean, either way.
What if it's a packed house?
What's a packed house? Oh
Can't
man,
move seats.
can't move seats. I go back to the hitting him in the head, tell him to shut up.
Okay. He's still talking.
Jeez, man.
It's awful.
At that time, I'd ask for my money back.
Who are you gonna ask?
The guy
guy?
sitting in front of me.
So now that we were talking throughout the movie,
Yes?
this guy in front of us tells us to be quiet. He's sassing us back.
I like a good sassy back. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah.
How did we respond? Or how did I lost my train of thought?
Pardon me, boy. Is that your That's the Chattanooga choo-choo. Yeah.
So he sasses us.
Yeah.
Sass back.
Yeah, sass back.
Cousin to the Sasquatch. What?
What?
So he sasses us.
Yeah.
That's hard to say.
Sasses us. That's almost like sassafras.
So how do we respond to his sass?
Well, you know what? One good sass deserves another.
So the usher says, "You're out of here," to the guy.
To which guy?
The guy in front of us.
Good.
But we're good.
It's about time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets him out.
Good.
All right. So do we enjoy the rest of the movie?
It's
Or is
over.
it boring?
It's over.
It's over.
It's over,
by
man.
now.
There is more action between
Between
the
us.
three of us than the stupid gorilla on the
Gorilla.
screen.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of West News on this Friday, September 19th of 2014. To start things off, I think we need to clear up a little bit of confusion. Here's Mrs. Huff. Here's Miss Dehoff. Not the same person. Mrs. Huff, Miss Dehoff. Two totally different people. While we're at it, here's Mrs. Huff, and here's Mr. Huff. Here's Mrs. Allenson, and here's Mr. Allenson. Here's Mrs. Helms, and here's Mr. Helms. Here's Mr. B. Lindsay, and here's Mr. A. Lindsay. And finally, here's Mrs. Smith, and here's Mr. Smith. I know it's hard. We have some people here with similar or the same last names, but we can do it. Now that that's out of the way, what's been happening at West Middle? Congratulations to Mrs. Schaefer's Success Class for being the only group to win Mr. Lindsay's and Mrs. Selch's Success Class Challenge last week and getting a popcorn party. 7th and 8th grade volleyball went to Indian Creek to face the Braves. The 7th grade won in 2 games, 25-13 and 25-16. Paige Dorsett had a great serving night. She served 8 straight points for the win in Game 2. Jersey Tannehill, Maya Chandler, and Sydney Wolf played great defense. The 8th grade also won in 2 games, 25-18 and 25-14. Morgan Curtis and Aaron Cressy had a great serving night. Kate Sisson had a great night hitting, and Sydney Lyon and Hadley Suter played great defense. Haley Botkin and Jada Linthicum also played very well. The 7th grade football team hosted Perry Meridian at West Middle. Gabriel Ferguson rushed for 55 yards. Malachi Paget allowed no passes. Drake DeBrull allowed no passes and garnered 5 tackles. And Brandon Dow tackled for a loss 4 times. Cross country battled Columbus Central. The boys won 21-38, while the girls lost by a score of 22-35. Top finishers for the boys were Caleb Urban in 1st, Carson Heath in 2nd, Carter Lyon in 4th, Colton Plummer in 6th, Wilson Snipes in 8th, Caden Routenkranz in 9th, Zach Hamilton in 10th, Jaden Dent in 11th, Elijah Roberson in 13th, Austin Vandegrift in 19th, Tom Cox in 24th, Gabe Lewis in 25th, Taylor Dodge in 27th, Mason Littell in 28th, Travis McGauley in 29th, Cody England in 30th, Jake Pylon in 31st, Dakota Newman in 32nd, Quentin Brown in 33rd, Luke Smale in 34th, Peyton Roden in 35th, and Spencer Stevens in 36th. Top finishers for the girls were Katie Reeves in 4th, Madison Myring in 5th, Nikki Carlisle in 6th, Julia Rito in 8th, Jessie Miller in 12th, Gwen Foley in 13th, Abby Davis in 14th, Madeline Summers in 15th, Abby Steerwalt in 16th, Hannah Rainey in 17th, Justina Dent in 18th, Casey Gooden in 19th, Shelby Huff in 20th, Ashley McHugh in 21st, Katie Breuer in 22nd, Millie Foley in 23rd, and Anna Foley in 24th. 8th grade football hosted the Plainfield Quakers at Martinsville High School. The A team boosted their record to 4-0 on the season and 3-0 in the Junior Mid-State Conference. Brandon Dodson ran for 62 yards on 11 attempts and threw a 40-yard touchdown. Boyd Johnson had 3 touchdowns. Izzy Elliott had another outstanding game. He threw one 16-yard touchdown and had 7 assisted tackles and a pass deflection. According to Coach Helms, our defense has been the story of the season. So far, the first team has not allowed a touchdown. Chase Haviland and Ben Marino have been beasts at the defensive end position, recording 11 tackles. Michael Hoppel had a huge play to help put the game away with a 64-yard interception for a touchdown. Ben Balserac and Nolan Baker got the hits of the game. Brandon Burkett and Ryan Hickey are the practice players of the week. Once again, Justin Reed had an outstanding game kicking and added 2 kicking extra points. Hunter Stout was the snapper and Izzy Elliott was the holder for the extra points. The B team got to play their first game of the season. They came up a little short in scoring but excelled in effort. Brandon Burkett had a great game. He played quarterback, middle linebacker, and did the kicking. He was 6 for 21 for 130 yards. He got 2 touchdowns and an extra point. Ryan Hickey caught 1 touchdown and got an extra point. Justin Reed had 2 receptions for 31 yards. Seth Gallion had a touchdown reception for 43 yards. Isaac Osborne also ran a 54-yard touchdown. On defense, Sam Barnett and Alec Wilson each had an interception. Riley Henson led the Artesians in tackles with 4. Coach Helms said, overall, it was a very good effort, and he's very proud of all these boys. 7th and 8th grade volleyball hosted Owen Valley at Bell East. The 7th grade won in 2 games, 25-18 and 25-13, boosting their record to 8-0. Maya Chandler and Jersey Tannehill had a great night serving. Mackenzie Aliff, Christina McCowan, and Marlena Kemp had a great night hitting, and Sydney Wolf and Bridget Balserac played great defense. The 8th graders also won in 2 games, 25-15 and 25-21, boosting their record to 4-4 on the season. Aaron Cressy had a great night serving. Addie Smith, Morgan Curtis, and Kate Sisson had a great night hitting, and Hadley Suter, Gracie Johnson, and Sydney Lyon played great defense. The Martinsville Middle School cross-country teams traveled to Eagle Park in Brown County on Saturday for the Eagle Invitational. The girls placed 24th out of 28 teams, and the boys placed 13th out of 27 teams. In cross-country, the top 5 finishers score for their team. Top 5 finishers for the girls were Madison Myring, Madeline Summers, Nikki Carlisle, Katie Reeves, and Abby Steerwalt. Top 5 finishers for the boys were Caleb Urban, Carson Heath, Carter Lyon, Colton Plummer, and Jaden Dent. And now, once again, here's Mr. Miller.
We have started a new thing on our Moments of Matt. Moments of Mr. Smith.
Life lessons with you.
Yes. We have decided that we would take a shirt a month, and you are welcome to bring a shirt in to me. It has to be school appropriate. One of my boys out of the band, Cody England, brought this in, and this sort of says it, man. It says, make music, not war. If you notice, you have this soldier, and he's got like, what did you say? What was it?
Video game.
Yeah, like video game.
Style.
But if you notice, instead of a gun, he's got a trombone. And I am here to say that if more people did this and less of fighting, the world would be a much better place. Don't you think, Mr. Smith?
I think so. I think that's a good message.
So we're going to do a shirt a month. If you have a shirt like this that has a very good meaning to it, bring it in. Or if you have a shirt that doesn't have a good meaning, just bring it in, because I need shirts, okay?
Make sure it's clean, though.
Clean. Make sure it's clean. Yes.
Let's take a look at what's going to happen at West Middle School. The next student council meeting is on Thursday, September 25th at 7:15 a.m. in Mrs. Allison's room. In sports, on September 22nd, cross country battles Decatur Central and Mooresville Christian at Franklin Township Middle School. 7th and 8th grade volleyball hosts Tri-North at Bell East. Golf hosts Our Lady of Greenwood at Foxcliff. And tennis hosts Decatur Central at Martinsville High School. On September 23rd, 7th and 8th grade A football hosts Owen Valley at Martinsville High School. 7th and 8th grade volleyball will travel to Decatur Central, and tennis will travel to Plainfield to face the Quakers. On September 24th, golf hosts the Greenwood Woodmen at Foxcliff. And on September 25th, 7th and 8th grade A football travels to Greenwood. And finally, this last one is for Mrs. Shover's choir students. You're going to need a pencil and your library book for class today. Bring a pencil and your library book to class today. And here's what's happening in the entertainment world. A lot of big movies hitting theaters today. The Maze Runner. Thomas is deposited in a community of boys after his memory is erased, soon learning they're all trapped in a maze that will require him to join forces with fellow runners for a shot at escape. This Is Where I Leave You, starring Jason Bateman, Tina Fey, and Jane Fonda. When their father passes away, 4 grown siblings are forced to return to their childhood home and live under the same roof together for a week, along with their oversharing mother and an assortment of spouses, exes, and might-have-beens. And Hector in the Search for Happiness, starring Simon Pegg and Rosamund Pike. A psychiatrist searches the globe to find the secret to happiness. It's a busy week in TV land as the fall season gets underway. On Monday, The Big Bang Theory, The Voice, Sleepy Hollow, and The Blacklist all return. Making their network debut are Gotham on Fox, Scorpion on CBS, and Forever on ABC. On Tuesday, NCIS, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Chicago Fire, and Person of Interest get underway, along with MTV's Awkward and Faking It. Also, NCIS New Orleans premieres on CBS. On Wednesday, The Middle, Survivor, The Goldbergs, Law & Order SVU, Modern Family, Chicago PD, and Nashville all begin their seasons, and ABC's Black-ish will premiere. On Thursday, coming back are Bones, Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, and Parenthood, along with the premiere of How to Get Away with Murder on ABC. And returning to your flat screens on Friday are The Amazing Race, Dateline NBC, Shark Tank, Hawaii Five-0, 2020, and Blue Bloods. And now, please welcome your Assistant Principal and Athletic Director, Mr. Deckard.
Good morning, West Middle School students and staff. It is Friday, September 19th, 2014. What a beautiful day, and looking forward to a great weekend. I'd like to start out this morning with taking a look at this sign right behind me. What a beautiful sign. I'd like to say congratulations to all students, staff, and faculty for a great job in bringing up our school grade from a D to an A. Give yourself a round of applause at this time. Nice job. Just like to remind you that right around the corner, Tuesday, September 23rd, 2014, is the first official date for fall, the starting of fall. And with fall brings chilly temperatures, fog, just like this morning. As you can see around the sign, we have a little haze out there. I'd like to remind those students that are walking or being dropped off by their parents, you might want to bring a lightweight jacket to school as the temperature's dropping. A little chilly out this morning. And a reminder with that fog, as you're walking to school, please use caution. Please cross at the crosswalks, at the intersections. Don't risk it. Don't take a chance. If you see vehicles coming, wait for that vehicle to pass or wait for them to give you that motion to go ahead and cross the street. I'd like to wrap up this morning with a couple of quotes. Just a reminder, do it now because sometimes later never happens. And that's true with anything in life. Homework. You may come home this evening and you say, hey, it's Friday night. We'll wait till Sunday night to do the homework. And there may be some type of emergency and you don't get that opportunity. Same thing with your loved ones. If you've not had that opportunity to tell one of your loved ones that you love them, tell them now because it could be too late. Another thing is reminder, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Again, I'm Phil Deckard II, your Martinsville West Middle School Assistant Principal and Athletic Director. Have a great weekend.
Here's something to think about. Is it wrong for vegetarians to eat animal crackers? And now, here's Mr. Miller once again with one final thought.
I cannot tell you kids and this faculty, our administration, how proud I am of this school. This school is nothing but one great big family. Earlier last week, we all cried together. We lost a very dear friend. And then we turned right around 2 days later and we rebounded with making an A on our I-STEP scores.
That's right.
And we celebrated together. This school, I am so proud of this school and the kids in this place that, we are one great big happy family. So, man, be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. And when you think of Ed, never be ashamed to cry because Ed was a good friend, but also be grateful that we can smile because of the time we all got to spend together.
That's right. Thank you for that, Mr. Miller. And that's it for me. Don't forget you can follow West Middle School on Twitter at WestArtyPride. And you can check out previous episodes of West News and other videos on YouTube. And you can subscribe to our channel, youtube.com/WestMiddleNews. And as always, if you have any ideas, suggestions, or announcements, please stop by and see Mr. Deckard, Mrs. Lips, or myself and let one of us know. Hey! I'm Mr. Smith. Thanks for watching. Have a great Friday and an even greater weekend.